just going to let it grow as it is. So yeah, this is a giant mother Amazon sword, and it is already coming out at the top of the tank. And I actually asked them to get me the smallest plant that they had, and apparently this is one of the smallest that still had runners. They had at aquaticplants.com. They've got a pretty big selection of plants. So, yeah, small. If you order a large one, now you know how big this is actually going to be. Hope this helps, because I was pretty clueless as to how big this plant was going to be and how big the tank would have to be. I wasn't quite sure. Just had to guessing. That's why I asked for the smallest one. I'm gonna have to roll up my sleeves here. But hope this helps you. This is a 18-inch tall, 29-gallon tank. This is a special ordered small giant mother plant, Amazon sword, either Condorus amazonicus or Condorus delhiri. They're both the most common swords. Though the true Amazon sword is amazonicus, obviously, because amazonicus, Amazon. But it's been a bit of fraud in the fish world, as you may have seen. So it's humongous. It's definitely my centerpiece. Hair grass is going to have to go over here, just because this sword is so humongous. I could actually just put maybe a lot of fish in here, and this sword practically be enough natural filtration for this tank. I mean, I'm not going to do that because I'm not absolutely positively 100% sure that it is, but it could. It's got some pretty big runners on this thing, if you can see them. I actually got this where this camera is pretty far away, but flip camera's got a little bit of zoom, so just getting all these leaves shuffled up so it's not crunched up and blocking out all the leaves. Light, killing the plant. But actually, if you look at this right now, just stare at this plant for a little bit. I'm going to tell you something. This is how most aquatic plants that you find, like especially Amazon swords, are grown before they get to the fish store. I'm pretty sure I've said this already, but most common aquatic plants that you use in the aquarium are grown immersed like this. Like I've got a little bit of water in this gravel, but all the leaves are above water, and that's just really plus because they grow faster, and as you can see, get really big. But this was grown underwater actually. Thank gosh. Because now it doesn't have that much shock, and the leaf won't die off as quickly. And this sword's just, I'll say it again, this sword's humongous, even for this tank. When I bought this tank, this was the biggest tank I knew I was going to get before I did that. Get my own and stuff like that. But sword is huge. This is definitely a centerpiece. I'm not going to put any more plants except for maybe a few helping plants. Actually, because these swords need to be popped off. I'm not quite sure how to get them off, so I'm going to leave them there for a little bit. This is just ridiculous how big this thing is. The only other plant that I ordered was hair grass, and I'm really happy that that was the only other plant that I had ordered, because now as I see this sword was definitely big enough to be a centerpiece. I'm actually not quite sure how this hair grass got to be so flat, so I'm just going to let it sit there. So yep, this is awesome. I've still got a little bit of gravel to add. Actually, I'm going to move that sword up a little bit more, just a tad bit. It doesn't have that much space in the back. So now it's literally the centerpiece because it's at the will center this tank. So now it's got some more room in the back. Spread out the leaves a little bit more. Get it all tangled up and make sure all the leaves get enough light. So yeah, I'm going to add some more gravel to this tank and come back in a little bit.